Hello everybody, my name is Zeus, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're doing a weird thing, I don't know if it's weird, but we're going to try and win the World Cup with England. You're like, oh, that doesn't sound like a bad thing, that sounds like a really easy thing to do. Because, you know, you got Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Jordan Pickford, Guehi, all the others, Reece James, all the other people on there as well. What if I said that I wasn't going to use anyone that has been called up to the England squad prior to the first game of the group stages? So basically, I'm not allowed to have any player that includes Jordan Pickford, Dean Henderson, James Trafford, Ezri Konsa, Nico O'Reilly, John Stones, Mark Guehi, Dan Burn, Reece James, Jed Spence, Jarrell Quansah, Tino Livramento, Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson, Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Kobe Mainu, Morgan Rogers, Eberechi Eze, Bukayo Saka, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Gordon, Ollie Watkins, Noni Madueke, or Ivan Toney. Basically though, anyone else is fair game. So we have called up the following people to our team, which is Aaron Ramsdale, Jason Steele, Nick Pope, Trevor Chalobah, Fikayo Tomori, Benjamin White, Jared Brantwaite, Levi Colwill, Luke Shaw, Lewis Cook, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Miles Lewis Skelly, James Garner, Adam Wharton, Alex Scott, Curtis Jones, Morgan Gibbs-White, Ethan Nwaneri, Emil Smith-Rowe, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Jared Bowen, Cole Palmer, Liam Delap, Dominic Solanke and Tammy Abraham. That's the people we have called up, and we're going to see if we can win the World Cup by simulating the entirety of the World Cup, including the group stages, the round of 32, round of 16, semi-final, quarter-final, finals, whatever, I don't know, even the third place playoff if we reach there. I don't think we will. This team is, I mean, to be fair, if I had Bellingham and Kane, if that's the only two people I could take for the current squad, I'd be happier with this team. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of want like one other person, but yeah, it is what it is. Can we win the World Cup with this team? I don't know. Maybe we'll get the pacey players we could, but we'll see. Yeah, basically we'll be running this formation though, the 4-2-3-1. I'll do this so you can see what it looks like in attack and defense. And yeah, that's what we're going to use, and hopefully we'll see what is what. This is apparently the best 11 if everyone is not injured, so yeah, we'll see how we do. So let's simulate the entirety of the World Cup and we'll come back and see what we get, shall we? Let's do it. Well, here we are. We're at the end of the World Cup and we have won the entire thing. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that, to be fair. I was expecting to go out around about the quarterfinal. I think I'd have been happy with that. But yeah, we beat Croatia in the first game 2-0. Jared Bowen and Jack Grealish scoring. Nick Pope getting a clean sheet there. Ghana was our second game. We beat them 2-0. Liam Delap and Jack Grealish scoring in that game. Seems like we're scoring goals and not conceding any until, well, we'll see what happens in a sec. But yeah, then we went against Panama and beat them 3-0. Delap, Palmer with a penalty and Jared Brantwaite with a goal. Edouard Condeno, I guess, was sent off, so that kind of helped us a bit. And then obviously that meant we topped the group with 9 points. No one was even close. We then went against Saudi Arabia where Nick Pope, oh dear, doesn't look like he had a good game. Neither did Grealish by the looks of things. God. But yeah, it looks like Saudi Arabia scored first with Faris El Brikan in the 33rd minute. And then a few minutes later, Liam Delap scored on the 38th minute. And then just before the end of the game, Cole Palmer on the 79th minute scored as well. It looks like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Wharton, it looks like a bunch of people got subbed off. I'm guessing because they performed quite badly. I'm looking at the ratings: 6.5, 6.8, 7, 6.5 for Luke Shaw, 6.6 for Trent Alexander-Arnold. On came White with a 6.8, Skelly with a 7.1, Gibbs White with a 6.6. It doesn't really help. Cole Palmer with a 7.6 because I guess he scored, and James Garner probably just helped defend a bit. So yeah, that was kind of needed. It looks like we got lucky there, but 2-1 made us go through to the round of 16 where we met Czechia, and it looks like we did a lot better against Czechia. My goodness, Aaron Ramsdale came in, so Pope letting in one against Saudi Arabia dropped him with my assistant manager. Jared Bowen scored in the 37th minute and Emil Smith-Rowe in the 83rd. Looks like we had a much better game though, to be fair, against Czechia. No one really put a foot wrong except for Phil Foden, who had a 6.4, and Lewis Cook had a 6.4. 6.6 for Tammy Abraham is not great. Obviously with the win of 2-0 against Czechia, we went through to the quarterfinals where we faced Brazil, and I'm surprised we beat Brazil 3-1, although to be fair, I guess the Brazilian team has no legs nowadays because they're all quite old. Yeah, it looks like we did. Oh wow, Aaron Ramsdale with an 8.2. He must have saved a few. João Pedro a penalty in the 32nd minute, but it didn't start like that. Cole Palmer got a very early goal in the 6th minute, which was then equalised in the 32nd minute by João Pedro. But a couple of minutes later, Curtis Jones in the 36th minute scored, and then in the 73rd minute, basically putting the game away, Cole Palmer scored again. But looks like Aaron Ramsdale made a lot of saves. Trent Alexander-Arnold got injured. Oh, against Belgium. That's not the worst thing. Fikayo Tomori came on, didn't get a rating, which is nice. Benjamin White came on with a 7. Lewis Cook also came on with a 0. Jack Grealish with a 0. So it looks like they all came on late. Very late, in fact. Probably just to waste time. But that's fair. My assistant manager does what the assistant manager wants to do. I like how there was 32,383 away fans when both the teams were away to the Miami Stadium. But there we are. Going against Brazil, 3-1 meant we went against Belgium, who made it this far. I mean, let's be honest, Belgium never had the legs, so it probably didn't matter that we didn't have most of our pacey people. It looks like Aaron Ramsdale performed well again. Levi Colwill did quite well because I guess he scored, but Cole Palmer scored in the 16th minute, and then in the second, and it's still in the first half, Levi Colwill in the 42nd minute, even making it 2-0. Our strikers not really doing much there, which is fine, which obviously meant we went to the final, which was against Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal, which looks like it didn't go well to begin with. Cristiano Ronaldo had a penalty in the 34th minute and scored it, but then just before full time, Cole Palmer scored in the 77th minute, making it go to extra time, where in the 100th minute, João Neves scored an own goal. 2 minutes later, Francisco Conceição scored in the 102nd minute, before Curtis Jones in the 108th minute scored for England to win the World Cup without their best players. What the hell? Who came third is the question most people would probably want to know. I don't know. Well, it looks like Morocco came third in their game against Belgium. So yeah, Morocco finished third. Fair enough. How on earth did we win? Not a clue. Who was the top goal scorer in the World Cup? Let's have a look. It looks like the most goals in total was England with 19. The highest possession was USA with 63%. Most yellow cards was us, England with 10. Clean sheets are 5. 3 of them coming from Nick Pope, who has the most clean sheets overall. Highest assists is Kevin De Bruyne. Most goals, no surprise, Erling Haaland. And highest average rating is Erling Haaland. But yeah, we won the World Cup with England without the current England team. None of them were in there, except for, I guess, Trevor Chalobah, who was a recent call-up, but wasn't originally a call-up. So I guess I could try it again without him. Let me know in the comments, I guess. But yeah, that's a surprise. I wasn't expecting any of that. Which team should I do next? Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, bye for now.